Hey everyone, I'm here with your weekly Tarotscope for the week of June the 3rd to the 10th. I have my handy flip-flop in case the spider comes back. I have not seen it this week, but I know it's around somewhere and it may emerge at any moment. So in the meantime, I have the shoe just in case. All right, let's get on with it. Okay. So for the month of June, if you're following me on Instagram and Facebook, you already know that my tarot deck for the month of June is the Shadowscapes Tarot, one of my favorite decks. Probably if I was on a desert island and somebody said, deserted? Anyway, one of those islands. Somebody said, which deck would you take with you? It would be this one. This is one of my favorite decks of all time. And then for oracle readings, or for the oracle cards, pardon me, I am using the Fairy Forest Oracle as well. I always think of June, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere with summer solstice, as being very much a fairy time of year. So I always try to get out a fae type deck around this time. So let's get going. I have pre-shuffled, and as always, if you want your own reading, you can go to the links below to my Etsy shop, and if you order a reading this month, it will probably be with these two decks. Unless I feel intuitively called to use another one. So let's get started with Aries. So Aries, we have the Eight of Swords. This is a week, Aries, where you may be feeling pretty stuck. Mars rules your sign, and this week Mars is slowing down. It's preparing to go retrograde, so it's not surprising that this card comes up for you. This is a week where you may feel like you're kind of stuck in a corner or trapped in a corner, or you may feel like you've backed yourself into a corner. But either way, there is a way out. It's just that you're not really seeing it at the moment. So talking to others might help you to see something that you're not seeing to get out of your situation. For Taurus, we have the Ace of Wands. Taurus, this is a week where you are going to be feeling very inspired, a week where your energy is going to be increasing. You feel like you have a little more oomph into your step. Definitely a week where you're feeling happier, but there's a lot of energy available for you to use at this time, particularly with creative type projects. For Gemini, we have the Ten of Cups reversed. So Gemini, there may be some misunderstandings going on with family members or close friends this week. It doesn't mean that this is like a make or break it thing. It just means that you might have to communicate a little clearer with this person, or step back and examine, maybe what they're saying. There may be a conflict of some kind that comes up. It does say, though, that this is an opportunity for you to turn things around as well, and an opportunity to maybe talk about some things that maybe are festering in the background for a while. For Cancer, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is going to be a week of satisfaction for you, Cancer. I feel like somebody got Nine of Pentacles last week, but I can't remember which sign. But it is saying this is a week where you're generally feeling quite satisfied with where you are in life and with what you have. So it's saying to enjoy what you have, and also to count your blessings, to express gratitude for all the things you have and what you've accomplished so far. For Leo, we have the Four of Swords reversed. So Leo, you need to take care of yourself this week. You need to slow down. You need to set some boundaries, because if you don't slow down, you may kind of work yourself into being, sick. Nothing dangerous, but, sometimes, how we go and go and go, and then we end up getting a cold, flu or something. So it's saying that you need to take time to rest this week to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. For Virgo, we have the Page of Pentacles. Virgo, this is a card that you're pretty comfortable with, being an earth sign. So it's saying to keep going down the path that you're going. Slow and steady is going to win the race for you. This is what I always say for Page and Nine of Pentacles. But it is a time where you're really focusing on learning things. So if you are taking a course, or you're, studying something, this is a very good sign. This is a card of the student. It's also a card reminding you to take care of your health and your finances, to pay attention to the details, which you are very good at. For Libra, we have the Magician. Libra, this is a week where you can definitely make a new start. It's a week where it shows that you have all the tools available to you to make a new start with where you're going. It's just a matter of picking them up, putting them together, and making that start. So don't hesitate anymore. You do have the tools that you need, even if you don't always feel like you do. Scorpio, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So Scorpio, you may be feeling somewhat down about your work. And this may not necessarily be your job. It could be the craft that you do, any art that you do, any type of side hustle that you do. You may be avoiding your work. When this comes up, I often see people avoiding what they need to do. They're feeling kind of a sense of ennui. They're feeling kind of down about it. And often it's just avoiding the work. So it's saying to sit down and see, is it really the work that I'm unhappy with? Or is it that I'm avoiding doing the work right now? For Sagittarius, we have the Three of Swords reversed. Sagittarius, this card is indicative of loss, and when it's reversed, it often means that we're holding on, that we are, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like we're exaggerating the loss, or we're wallowing in it, or we are not really giving ourselves time to really heal and move on. We're kind of sitting in that stuck place. Mourning is important. If we avoid that, we're not helping ourselves, but sometimes we're so stuck in the mourning phase that we avoid getting up and kind of getting on with things and getting through things. It doesn't mean that it's not going to hurt. It just means that we have to kind of return to life as we've formerly known it in some fashion during this week. For Capricorn, we have the King of Wands. Capricorn, this is a week where you are going to be able to shine, where you're really showing what it is that you can do. You're standing up for yourself. You are taking the lead. You're inspiring others. You're definitely somebody who is leading the way this week. A lot of charisma around you. So, take advantage of that energy this week to really kind of put forward what you're doing, to promote yourself or promote something that you believe in. For Aquarius, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So Aquarius, you kind of went through a bit of a time where you didn't really know what it was that you wanted, but now you're starting to figure it out. This is a week where you're starting to sort through what you want and what you don't want, and you're getting very clear in your mind about the goals that you're working towards. You're feeling a lot more inspired as well. And Pisces, last but not least, we have the Moon, which is a very Pisces card. This is a week of uncertainty for your Pisces. This is a week where you are going to be affected by the waning moon, so you may feel somewhat drained in your energy. It's also a week where you may be having some really strange dreams, but you're also going to have some intuitive insights and hunches about things. This is not a week to act. This is a week to step back and gather information. It's also saying that not everything is clear this week. So it's not really a good week to make decisions. You need to step back and sort of assess the situation right now. It's also a week where you might be feeling somewhat moody or maybe feeling up and down in your emotions, and to be patient and kind with yourself this week. So that's what I'm seeing for each of the signs this week. For our oracle card, we have Isa, stillness, pause, and delicacy. And there we have a very sort of ice-looking fairy there. So for some of the signs, there are some signs that are a little bit more action-oriented, particularly earth signs. I do see action-oriented stuff for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But for a lot of the signs, it's about taking a pause. Definitely Leo, take a pause. Even Cancer with Nine of Pentacles, it's about pausing and enjoying things. So for a lot of the signs, it's really about slowing down. We have Mars slowing down to prepare to go retrograde. Jupiter and Saturn are also retrograde as well. So it's very much a time to kind of slow down a little bit and take a pause with things. And because of the delicacy that's here as well, it's all about paying attention to the details. So, and in order to do that, we need to slow down and take a pause with things. So that's what I'm seeing for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love all the comments and stuff, and I really appreciate it. Peace, love, and rock and roll as always.